Hey, Robert Knight. This is Paul Cundiff and Taylor, and we're in here in the varnish room where your boat's been since the day you brought it, and we have done some pondering, and we've got some prices put together. But we just wanted to just show you again kind of the stuff that we talked about when you're here. So re-chrome, all the chrome work. You've got a lot of chrome on this boat. We didn't price each individual piece, but generally on a boat like this, the amount of chrome that's on here can be done for, we're looking at redoing the chrome. I started to put prices in here. We're going to send you the prices separately because we're not going to publish them on YouTube. So, but we are pricing out doing the chrome. This is not chrome. This is stainless, and we'll talk about that in a minute because I'm going to talk about the things in the order of the estimate that Taylor's put together. But this part right here is stainless. This piece is chrome. This piece is stainless. This is gold anodized, aluminum. These are chrome. These are aluminum. So just so you know, so what's included with the chrome would be like these vents, this ventilator, the base for your lights here, and stern fixture, yeah.
Jetson light on top.
Jetson light on the top. Call it Jetson light because it kind of looks like a Jetson space capsule. Okay, so that would be the chrome. Taylor also put a number in for gold anodizing. We haven't done a lot of gold anodizing, so we're not positive about the price, but so that might be a little bit soft. But we put some price in there for that. This is gold anodized. Your forward flagpole is gold anodized. There's a ventilation slot here that's gold anodized, and the stern pole is also gold anodized. So we're thinking that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, gold anodized for sure. And then, okay, so flooring, we talked about the flooring. It is the replacement flooring. We're looking at doing all the flooring that you see in the boat. Maintenance coats and varnish. So maintenance coats of varnish, you can see that your varnish has what we call an orange peel effect. And when this is sanded and revarnished, it'll have a mirror effect, and so these squiggly lines will be sharp lines. That's how you'll know the difference. Yeah, matter of fact, you can probably see it in the reflections here on this boat. And this is a 13-year-old finish on this boat. So this finish isn't in great shape, but it's in good shape, especially compared to yours. Yeah, even easier. Like, look at the reflection of the lights. Well, and you saw some of the varnish work on that 1934. So I don't really have to sell you on that. And then of course here's what your new chrome would look like. It would have a finish like this. And this is 13-year-old chrome. Oh, by the way, stainless. Your stainless can be brought to this luster, and this was also done 13 years ago. And here's your stainless now, scratched up. All that can go away. But anyway, getting back to the maintenance coats, there is some damage. That's water intrusion damage right here, and here. We can try to repair those. It's likely that those will look like repairs. So, but it'll be much improved over what you had. And so the maintenance coats, we've got a price for that. We had planned on back here, we would strip and refinish this because someone, as we stated to you before, someone took the varnish off and then just didn't stain it and put more varnish back on.
Yeah, you can see on the spray rails where it's...
Yeah, it's a very good example of it.
That's the difference.
On the spray rail. There's your stained wood, and there's the wood where they just put varnish on and didn't realize that there's supposed to be a stain. So we'll try to repair all that if we were to do, the maintenance coats. Recognize that if we do maintenance coats, the maintenance coats and the strip and refinish of the aft deck ends up being about just a little less than half if we just stripped the whole thing down and refinished the whole thing, believe it or not. So when you're looking at those two numbers, and so when you look at the estimate, you look at the bottom line of the estimate, it's going to be inflated because it's going to have a strip and refinish option, and it's going to have the option of just strip and refinish the back and doing maintenance coats. So there's double up on the cost there. So don't let the bottom line scare you. What you got to do is pick what you want to do from the menu, and then we'll put it together. And then lines on the deck. We've also talked about that. So gauges, we're looking at restoring the gauges, and also doing paint work, which thank you, sir.
Well, the price on restoring the gauges is pulling them out, putting them back in. And usually have to put new electrical ends on them or something like that, because
usually the wiring is,
usually I find a bird's nest in there, and I can't bring myself to put it back together if it's
Crappy.
a mess. If it's a mess underneath there, I just
Yeah.
can't.
And so paint wise, of course, this ends up being a fiberglass panel, it appears. So paint wise, the paint includes, does it include the hard top, or the hard top is separate? That's separate, okay. So the paint on the hard top would be separate, but the paint, this is what we're talking about with the paint. And of course we would, as you stated, you wanted to paint it with the turquoise accent in there, and so we would do that as well. The bottom seems to be in pretty good shape. We would do a product called Slick Seam, and we would sand and paint the bottom, and that's all we would do to the bottom. We haven't soak tested it yet, but that appears to be what we'd have to do. We've got some rot that we've put some time into those. We'll also be looking at engine detail. Have we got one that we can show them? Well, we would pull the engine out. We would rebuild the starter, the alternator, in your case probably generator. We would rebuild the carburetor, and we would then paint it the proper color and put it back in the engine, and put it back in the boat. Stainless, if you want to have the stainless buffed, that takes about 3 days. And again, you're looking at going from this kind of a finish right here to this kind of a finish on the stainless right here. So that might help you decide if you can kind of picture the before and after. Let's see, what was remove and install?
Oh, that's all the chrome and stainless and everything.
Okay, yeah, so removal of the chrome and stainless and then reinstall. We'll have
That's
that
whether
on
you're gonna
there.
do maintenance coats or if you're gonna do a strip and refinish. Or
Yeah, it's the same price. So if you
Or
take all the
whatever.
hardware off,
if we have the hardware off to polish or to send off for chrome. And oh, by the way, on this, if you're gonna do gold anodizing and chrome on the windshield bracket, then that would be the time to paint your roof. Or if you wanted to paint the roof, that'd be the time to do that stuff. So if you don't want to do that, I would do those together, whether it's now or later. I would do
Right.
those together.
and dash,
Gold anodized.
gold anodized dash. So you might have had a black anodized dash, you may have had a gold anodized dash, and which, so we'll determine which you had. We make the gold anodized dash, and we can replace that for you if what you need is gold. I've got a trailer outside. I'm going to do a separate video on the trailer just to show you what we can do with the trailer. We can do.
Show us wear spot.
Huh?
I just noticed he's got here's a wear
Oh.
spot. So this is what the other trailer won't do, for the bow stop at least.
Yeah. We would suggest that no matter what you do with trailers, whether it's a new one or this one, that we do a bow stop, a goalpost stat bow stop, which you'll see on the trailer video, and that will protect your boat much better. And we can modify this trailer. We'll have a price in there for modifying this trailer, or we can build you a new trailer, whichever way you want to go there. And all right, so that's what we're putting together. I'm going to send this estimate to you straight away, and Thanks for taking the time to view this, and we'll be looking forward to hearing from you as to what you pick off your menu on work to be completed. Thank you.